So today I'm heading to Exeter. Zoe is in for her third annual service and first MOT.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. It looks something like this.
So the third service is an inspection, pollen filter, and with the optional 12-volt battery replacement. I'm just having the inspection done and the pollen filter today. So a couple months ago, she went in, had 2 front tyres fitted to the Renault dealer, and they did a VHC and a vehicle health check. They didn't find any faults, so that was good. So hopefully she hasn't developed any since then. It's not that I know of. I do have a few warranty problems which I'm going to raise with them. So one of the problems is the badge. It's a common problem with the Zoes at this age. When they first came out, they had blue badges. So the Renault nose badge is a shiny blue, and the Zoe and the Renault badge on the back is also a shiny blue, and it's just a film over a chrome badge. But over, and it was spaced for a few years, the film cracks and starts peeling off. So I do like the blue sort of accents. It looks quite nice. Because the rear ones have already been done. The rear badges, they were done done last year. Last service they were changed. So I have silver badge on the back and a blue badge on the front. The blue badge last year was actually alright. It didn't look like it had cracked at all. But it looks really bad now. It's starting to peel off. So that's one of my problems. The other problem I'm going to raise with them is about the range dropping. In my last video I did a bit of a longer trip, and if you remember, on the way back I lost about 20 miles range in a very short distance. I drove all the way there, it took me 4 miles of range, but charged and turned around and come back, so I should have had a similar sort of range. But after a few minutes, I'd already lost 20 miles of range, so that's not right. So I need to talk to them about that. I'm going to try and get the BMS update done. It does sometimes take a long time to charge from 98% up to 100%. So I'm going to try and get them to do that, the BMS update, to try the charging fault, and that may cure that problem with the range. But that's another issue I'm going to raise with them. So there's that. What else have we got? I've got a problem since the update on the R-Link. My phone doesn't seem to want to connect anymore. You pair it and it works fine. The next time you go to it, it doesn't recognise it at all. It just will not connect. So that's another problem. As part of the service, I have asked for a courtesy car. Now it'll be interesting what car they give me. In an ideal world, they will give me a Zoe, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Last year they gave me a Capture. It was a petrol Capture, and the manual. You do get used to driving auto. It's really nice. I'm just getting old. None of this faffing about, changing gear malarkey. It's the future. So I've dropped off the Zoe for a service and MOT. I've been given this delightful car. It's a 2018 Nissan Micra with a lovely orange interior. It's hideous. Hideous. So I'm not sure which I'm most annoyed about. The fact it's a Nissan Micra, or the fact it hasn't been valeted before it's been loaned out. There's no screen wash in it. And I have to sit and look at this gopping orange interior. I couldn't go back to driving a manual. It just feels really old school driving a manual. And worse than that, I've got to go put fuel in this. Dinosaur juice. Juice made of dead dinosaurs. I have my car back. Hooray! And she's all passed. So service is done, 30-year service is done, MOT is done, so that's all is good. So we are sorted for another year. Nothing major to report on the service. The only thing they said on the service was the rear tyres are getting a little bit low. So I need to keep an eye on those, but other than that, everything's spot on. They have done the BMS update. Not sure if that's a good thing yet or a bad thing. So wait and see. They did say something about doing a reset on the gasometer. Now I think he said they can do a different reset to what we can do. So you might be aware you could do the 2-pedal reset, pressing the B button with a door open, standing on one leg, that one. I'm sure they said they can do a different one which is better. So we'll wait and see what happens there. So when I picked it up, they said the only thing they hadn't done was the front badge, obviously, because they had to look at it and they've got to order the new badge. So I'm booked in a couple of weeks to have that done. So that's been sorted. So they've done the reset for the range problems, see if that helps. They have done the BMS update for the battery charging problem. So when it's slow from 98-99%, taking forever. So that's had that done. The Bluetooth on the R-Link As soon as I got in the car, phone connected straight away. So that's all sorted. So I don't know if I mentioned on the way down, I knew there was another problem, I don't think I did. I'd said that you have the steering controls, the volume controls on the column next to the wipers, and on the back there's a little wheel which should let you scroll up and down. So if you're on like the radio list, you should be able to scroll through it. If you're on a playlist on your phone, you should be able to scroll through it. So any lists that you've got, you should be able to scroll through. Now when I got in the car, I drove off, I tried it, and it worked. But it only worked a couple of times, and it stopped again. So let's see how we get on with that, with the updates and stuff. See if they do work. At the moment, they seem to have made it worse than better. Because when I left this morning, I had 60 miles of range, and I did, 55 miles, I think. I got there with about 10 miles to spare. Now when I picked it up, they had charged it to 99%, and I think it said it had 55 miles range. So it was going to be a bit touch and go whether I would get home on one charge, according to the computer. So I thought I would stop at the services and do a quick charge, which I did. And it went back up to 55 miles on 99%. So I've got plenty to get home. It's just a bit weird because before I was getting 60, so I'm getting less. So what I might do is use a bit more energy going home than I would do normally. And try and get the battery as low as I can, and then do a full charge. See what range I get tomorrow. So yeah, let's see what happens. So I've booked in to have the badge done. It's not a big job apparently, so they're doing it as a waiting job, so I should be only there for an hour or so. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.